Lynn or Jonathan? Who will be evicted and who will rise to power and become the new head of household? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 3 Under the Sea. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsek Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 3 Under the Sea. It's day 72 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Chantal was the head of household. She nominated Jojo and Julian for eviction, but Jojo won the Big Brother Monopoly Golden Power Veto competition and chose to use the veto on himself. Chantal nominated Lynn in his place, but then Jonathan used his Pooh Brown Power Veto on Julian, and so the final two nominees this week are Lynn and Jonathan, one of whom will be evicted momentarily. Who will it be? You'll find out shortly. But first... okay. That one wasn't so bad. That sound means the flipper twist has been activated, or the flipper power rather, has been activated by at least one house guest. This means that currently the results of the eviction vote are reversed. But now it's time to find out, since three people still have it. Free Willy. Did two house guests choose to use their flipper power? Yes. Which means that the results of the eviction vote will remain unchanged. And the flipper power is now void. But for fun, did all three house guests who still had their flipper power use it? Yes. So that means all three house guests who still had their flipper power chose to use it. So, that means that this season the flipper power was only used once, or was only activated once, and that was in week 3 when Emad used it to evict himself. The flipper power was originally invented to save yourself, not to screw yourself over. I was worried that the flipper power would be absolutely terrible. I thought it could be fantastic and add another layer of strategy to the game. I also thought it could be terrible. It ended up kind of somewhere in the middle, but my decision, and I think most of the house guests will agree, is that this was a good twist to have once, but I'm not going to make it a permanent function of Big Brother Cheesecake, because it just, I don't know, it didn't provide the excitement and the thrill that I thought it would. And so many people were saving it, so it barely got used throughout most of the season. But yeah, at least we got to see it used once at Emad's expense. Oops. And so yeah, so Free Willy, unfortunately, is retired. Oh well. Okay. So now it's time to get to the live eviction. Lynn, Jonathan, your house guests have cast their votes to evict, and I have the results. When I read the results of the eviction vote, the evicted house guest will have about 15 minutes to say his or her goodbyes, gather his or her belongings, and get the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Okay, here we go. By a vote of 2-1, Jonathan, you are evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 3 house. Jonathan, I am Ursula, the underwater witch. I want your voice, you poor unfortunate soul. You got about 15 minutes to say your goodbyes before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Thanks for playing. Better luck next time. I think Jonathan played a fantastic game overall. I think he made a catastrophic error, Jonathan, in pulling Julian off the chopping block instead of Lynn, because if it was Jonathan versus Julian, I think Jonathan would have had a much better chance of winning the eviction vote. But it is what it is. Jonathan joins Chris in the Pooh Brown Hall of Fame for having not survived the Pooh Brown power veto. Okay, now it's time to get to the next head of household competition. Free from the threat of eviction, the head of household wins the perks of his or her private HOH bedroom bathroom, a fruit basket with citrus, a letter from home, and the responsibility of nominating 2 of his or fellow house guests for eviction. This week's head of household competition, which I was really excited about, was Big Brother Jeopardy. House guests, is everybody ready? Then let's begin. So Jojo won control of the board. He chose HOH comps for $1,000. These 2 house guests share the most second place finishes in HOH comps at 2 apiece. After a long pause, Julian, who are Julian and Alvin, incorrect. Alvin, who are Jonathan and Jojo, incorrect. Jojo responds after a while, who are Chantel and Julian, that is correct. So Alvin and Julian in the hole, minus 1,000, which you have to pay that if you lose, by the way. And Jojo has $1,000. Okay, next question. Bottom of the sea for 1,000. So Jojo picks bottom of the sea and he gets, for 1,000, the daily double. I put the daily double at the 1,000, hoping you guys would pick the lower amounts first so you would have a big risk. No, you have to pick the daily double second. Jojo wagers $400 after he first tried to do 500. I'm like, no bitch. Even numbers, 4 or 6. So, for $400, the sum of the 2 remaining pearls that were not opened in the first round of diving. He says, what is 4? Incorrect, it was 15. 7 for the triple fast forward that Amy picked all along, and 8 for the diamond veto. So, Jojo goes down to $600. Power veto competition for 1,000. In Big Brother Beer Pong, this was the only food item where more than one was shown as the example. Jojo, what is pumpkin spice M&Ms? Correct. Jojo goes up to 1,600. Bottom of the sea for 800. The total number of weeks house guests were safe because of fast forward pearls open. What is 2? What is 2? Both wrong. So Alvin goes to minus 1,800. Julian minus 1,800. Then Jojo, I believe, finally gets it right somewhere. Right? Jonathan ended up getting it right, but Jonathan's not eligible now that he's a victim. So we have Jojo 1,600, Alvin and Julian minus 1,800, Lynn 0. Bless. HOH comps for 800. The number of women who won appetizer survey HOH comps. Jojo right away, what is 2? Correct. He goes up to 2,400. POV comps for 800. The color of Rhonda's discs in Big Brother Connect 4. Jojo, what is green? Correct. He goes up to 3,200. Jojo, bottom of the sea 600. She was the only house guest who declined to dive in the first round of bottom of the sea. Jojo, who is Charlene. Correct. Jojo up to 3,800. Alvin and Julian minus 1,800. Lynn 0. POV comps for 600. The 2 POV competitions of the season with 7 competitors. Jojo, what is Yankee Swap and Mr. Universe is incorrect. And the person who got it right was Jonathan. What is Mr. Universe and Deal or No Deal? HOH comps for 600. Nicole's only competition win came in this HOH comp. What is Virus, says Alvin. Correct. General trivia. A more intelligent way of saying traitor. Some Republicans consider John Kasich one of these, after he refused to support Donald Trump in 2016 and ran for president himself as an independent. Jonathan gets that one right with what is a turncoat. General trivia for 800. He is the only former bachelor with an MD. Jojo, who is Travis Stork, that is correct. Jojo has 4,000. Jonathan 1,400. Julian and Alvin minus 1,800. Historical Big Brother Cheesecake trivia for 1,000. The winner of season 2 hailed from this Hogwarts house. Alvin, who is Chanel? No. Jojo, what is Hufflepuff? Correct. Historical Big Brother Cheesecake trivia for 800. The total number of quitters in season 1 and 2 combined. What is 3? Wrong. What is 2? Wrong. What is 1? Wrong. What is 4? That's correct. So, Julian minus 2,600. Alvin minus 3,600. Lynn 0. And Jojo 5,800. And I think that's enough. Congratulations, Jojo. You are the new head of household. That competition was designed to be close and suspenseful. Didn't happen. Jojo ran away with it. Jojo is also the first person in Big Brother Cheesecake history to win 4 head of households in one season. First 4-time HOH, Jojo. Congratulations. Who will Jojo nominate for eviction? Find out tomorrow. And we will learn the rules to the next Golden Power Veto competition. Friday is the Golden Power Veto results. Saturday, the Golden Power Veto ceremony. And Sunday is the next live eviction and head of household competition where we will learn the identities of the final 4. It's down to just Alvin, Chantel, Jojo, Lynn, and Julian, and it is bound to be an incredible end to the season. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night.